Welcome to the Three River Valley series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 13th of March 1960. So we've now reached the earliest normal start date for the game, and hopefully we'll be able to move forward. And the way I'm looking at this is that instead of starting from scratch like you would normally do at 1960, we're starting with a fairly well developed economy. We've got 19,000 population. Generally, things are going okay. We've got a few small problems that I do need to fix about. Now, before that, as usual, a big thank you for your comments and feedback. I did get a comment about having a fluctuating power supply up here, and it's partly down to this little power station here, and that is the fact that when you've only got two workers, it can give a little bit of a problem. But on the positive side is, if I show you up here, we are now getting people coming into our main power plant here. So that's kind of stabilized our power in this area. Now, before we move on and start dealing with some of these problems, I just want to show you a new mod. This is a mod from Timber Check, and it's a monument. And just to come into here, and you see it says 3 Division Monument Big. And if we come over to, where is it? I've got to find it. You see this monument gives plus 5% over 200 meters and 3.8% over 130 meters. Now, this monument is significant. It's brand new, and it's a kind of representation of a situation that's developed, because if you may not be aware that currently at the moment this game is not available on Steam. This is due to which annoying feature of the way games are produced now, and this kind of, and it's wider than just games. It goes into music, all forms of entertainment, where you get these copyright strikes filed against games because of the automated nature of both YouTube. I mean, I've been hit by copyright strikes, and I've never been able to work out how I actually infringed the copyright, and also in Steam. And I think it's a bit unfortunate in the fact that you get these situations which then can lead to possibly damaging the game and destroying it. Now, I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of the current strike against the game because I don't know anything about it, and I have to choose my words relatively carefully. Otherwise, I'll have a few problems myself. What I will say is that this is endemic of the current situation, and why people can't sort things out amicably and just come to some arrangement or discuss the situation, why they've got to resort to this kind of very aggressive form, which is, in from my opinion, I think it's a little bit too easy for people to register them, because of because of this automated nature. So the only thing we can do, so I think the only thing we can really do as a community is support 3 Division, because they've created probably one of the best city building games in a very long time, and it'd be really sad to see it actually doing. So what we're going to do is put down some of these monuments so that we can celebrate what they're doing. And you can see it's got a big version and a small version. I'll just see if I can put the small version in here. I need some boost to loyalty anyway, so just drop these in and get them built. Yeah, so it's a bit of an unfortunate thing. Personal point of view, I just want to carry on supporting 3 Division, so I'm going to carry on making content, and hopefully that will keep the game in people's minds, and then the situation will be resolved one way or the other, and then that's it. Hopefully, that's the situation. Getting a message saying happiness in North Camp here. I think the problem at the moment is I'm still kind of dragging up my happiness from the problem I had with the water in the last video, but we're getting there. What I do want to do is, we got an accommodation over here. I'm trying to get more people into this area. Oh, we've got a pharmacy there. I think what I'd like to do is, we come into here. I want high view, I want this one. I think we need to get some of this bigger accommodation going, and we're gonna have to work on expanding our town here, because at the moment we're not really getting the workers into this area to keep the power supply stable. Also at the moment we're currently working on, oh, this has now got power, so we've now got power into this area, which means I really need to set a bus route up. Problem is I don't have that many workers. Well, we got a few workers here, So, and I think, and I'd really like to get some of these people out of here. Sorry, you've got to go because this job is finished. You can see we've got people without work. What are you doing? I do wonder whether I should change this route, push you out to here, like that. Move you, make sure we got the right one. I think we'll just have to take a chance with the workforce here for the moment. If we get some workforce up into this area, we might be able to get this starting to come together and building this, maybe getting a bit of logging going. We just need the workforce at the moment. See, at the moment we've got no workforce there, so we do need to kind of try and get people working. Anyway, up here we've got, you can see here we do get quite a lot of people up here. We are producing food, which is mainly going to export, and alcohol. I'm kind of wondering maybe we should reduce this workforce a little bit, and so we can push them into other areas. Let me just see. 45. Maybe we'll reduce you down to about 25. We've got fire. Where's that? This could be a bit icky sticky. Hopefully we've got plenty of people providing fire coverage. It's good. I decided to put a pub in. I think if we get a pub in, we might actually push up the happiness a little bit quicker and get that done. Okay, run a bit faster. Now, down in the south, things are moving forward fairly well. This area's settled down and become quite stable. And we're getting, I mean, I think this town has got into an equilibrium. Over here, the brickworks is going okay. We've got this working on. We're working on this dock here. You can see we've already got this finished now, and we're working on the warehouse. If we can get this built, we've got a bit of a problem. Now I've got a bit of a potential problem with fuel, because we've got to bring the fuel in to get fuel into the docks. And this one here I did set to fuel, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it to oil for the moment. The reason for that is that if I want to use this as a drop-off point for the fuel, which will then flow down to here into these two docks. And what I don't really want is the fuel coming into here, unless of course I want to use it as a distribution to the local area here. I'm not sure whether how much fuel. I mean, I could bring fuel down from above. Let's see what type of. I mean, I haven't checked my biofuel plant here. Sometime we got quite a lot of fuel in here. So what we might be able to do is move some fuel from here down into that area, and then I could redo the fuel distribution center here. But we have to be a little bit careful, because obviously this plant is almost at maximum capacity and we can't do anything too much. Generally, our road building crew are pushing out this way. We're just pushing them further and further so that we can open up this road to go down to the bottom. So that is something that we do need to pay attention to. But generally, things are okay up in this area. I don't think we need that just yet either. So in fact, there's a chance we may not need it at all. It depends on how much coal we ship out from this area. The track layers are doing their things, but there's a couple of them getting close to the end of certain jobs, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on them, because one thing about the track layers, they won't go past the power supply building, so we need to keep an eye on them. We've got a couple of little bits of track there. I've completed both the up ramps here now, and we're going to work our way across that way. Up this area here, if we kind of go up this way, we're again just approaching the power connector. I think this is the one that's being built. So once it gets there, we're going to have to try and get connections going in that direction. So that is the current state of play. Now, what I want to do over here is that we've got this problem with the water supply, and I want to separate the water supply out. So what we're going to do is a little bit of water planning here, and I think we're going to be far enough away in this area. So first thing we're going to do is find a water treatment plant. We can use the ground filtration plant, and what I'm hoping is that if I can get this relatively close in, maybe at slightly at an angle like this, we're going to put in a road like that, and then what that means is that we can set the water filtration there. And before we actually do the input side, I want to do the output side, because what we're going to have to do is pick up a pipe from there, and I want to put a pipe into there, because this will obviously provide the water to this area, but it will also distribute to other parts of the map as well. So we're still going to keep this water production plant, but that will be supplying the what we call it over here, the food factory. So we're going to separate the systems out completely. And then what I would like to do is, we got a fire station up there. We getting any staff up here? Doubt it, but I think they're still building everything here. Yeah, we're not getting any staff up there, so and then what I would like to do is, we got power supplies here, so I'm going to put a couple of small water wells in here. 93%. These don't require a workforce. I'm gonna flip that way. I'm gonna put 2 water wells here, that, and then gravel roads. I think we should be relatively safe here. Put that in there. Now, what I want to do is put in some, I can say, capability to store water. So we're going to put a large water well in as well. I think, like, press that. Yeah, if we put it that way round, the footpath's in the right direction as well. Just put you there. We're going to need a, maybe not there. Let's remove that, because of course we're going to need a, so this is a well, so to put the water into the tower, we're going to need a large pumping station. I have to put you about there. I don't know, maybe that well, that tower, water tower, is roughly in the right place, so put you there. And then again, just go underground. You can go to there. We'll feed both into there. You come to there to start with. Thank you, game. And then what you will do, we come out this way. The connection is just there, and we'll put you there. So the idea is that these will connect into here. This will supply the water to this area, and that will ensure that everything goes well. and don't really want the main pathway connection to. And we'll just put the pathway connection there. We will use gravel pathways simply because I just want this to be as stable as possible. So what that means is we'll have 2 pumps here. We'll only start with one and then we'll bring the other one online. This will come to here. We'll have the water purification here. We'll have the connection to here, which means we can take that connection away eventually. And then what we can do then is send water out in this direction, possibly even out to here to get this going as well. Oh, well, haven't I finished building this yet? Oh well, that's okay. That's fine. I'm trying to get this built. For some reason, the game is being very resistant with respect to concrete. Because I think if we can get this road open, we can get more workers into here. Let's just see if we're getting any spare workers. Yeah. How about up here? Kind of really stretched at the point at the moment. We've got people without a job here. And I think what I will do is put a bus on this. See if we can get some ancillary workers going. So we're just going to come up here and wow. We're definitely going to have to work on getting our internal construction going. If we get a couple of those, just let them come in. Yeah, I think that's what's slowing my construction process up. Is there any way I can do anything about that? We could set a small gravel production up over here. But again, the trouble is it needs workers. I think I'll come back to that, guys. This guy's just it's not just coming together, is it? We certainly need people in here to provide protection from the fire. We need this to be built, but at the moment we've got a certain amount of coal in there, but yeah, we just need those extra workers. Right, who's distributing the alcohol? Where's the pub? Bribe them with the alcohol. Camp food, I think you're the guy. Right, yeah, get some alcohol into there. How much? 7.5 tons. Well, we don't need 7.5 tons in there. We can drop that down a bit. I wouldn't mind a couple of extra trucks in here. What we got here? Covered holes. 6 tons, 3 point. Yeah, we're getting a couple more of those in. Get that done. Road crew there working on that. I would certainly like to start improving this road. Why am I... Oh. It's the concrete that's slowing everything up. Okay. Just trying to think where I can get our road crew working. I put a temporary road in here. Why can't I? What's the other infrastructure here then? What's that there? Is that a footpath? Where did that come from? Get rid of you. And then we're got a temporary road all the way up to there. I mean, this is going to be quite a key road, so think we're asphalt that. And it's close to our breakthrough, so I mean this will slow things down for a little while, but should be okay. Right, hopefully by now the buses will be there. Yep. So let's pick you up as workers, only workers, and you can go to there. Release you. I mean, I don't know how efficient this will be, but I think it will help. Probably the polite way of saying it. We're definitely going to need to get some construction capability up here, if you like it or not. We're just not going to. Okay, so you guys are dropping off stuff here. That's probably causing a bit of problems. Spend that construction. And we've got workers coming out here. Well, I suppose if we get the water plant up and running, it will make a bit of a difference. Where are you going? So hopefully, we got any workers up here yet? No. What are you? Got that set. We'll get there. We'll get there. Nothing else I can do here at the moment. I think the problem is a lot of the workers are being sucked into this area here. It's actually going to cause a problem. But if we can get this built, that should help with the situation anyway. That, yeah, we'll just get that built as well. Not here. Right, we've got the pub going. That should help with the happiness. And let me just see. What's the happiness now? Yeah, you can see the happiness is over 50% now. So that should help with the general situation here. What's the loyalty like? Yeah, the loyalty is over 60%, 64%. So generally people are fairly happy. Oh, that must be pretty good. I think we may have a problem here, guys, because the fire engine's gone there. Right, I'm going to sell that fire engine because, and the trucks. Pause the game, because we're going to lose the trucks. I know it's a bit cheaty, but well, we got no crew here, and if the fire is going to destroy this building, yeah, we're going to have to sell that truck. There it goes. Okay, we'll just let the game run. I want to check this. Yeah, we've now got a connection to all the buildings in here because the underpass is built. And we're going to have to rebuild that. It's a little bit unfortunate, but that's the way it is. And of course, it's the key building. But at least we didn't lose the vehicles. And yes, and I accept completely that I was cheating a bit, but it saved me 100,000 rubles. Whoops. which is what counts. Right, let me just check. Is this guy? No, he hasn't quite reached it yet. Check. Stop production. Stop production. That's the North Camp power station. Probably got no workforce. Right, we've now built this to here. What I would need to do now is we're just going to change the signals back now. Main signal in. Main signal in. In. That. This is where it's going to get a little bit icky. Main signal in. In. You out. And what I'm going to have to do is put a semaphore there. And hopefully this is going to work because we've only got 2 jobs now. And what I want is that one's being built. What should happen now is that the 2 construction trains can work on both sides of the bridge, which will keep things going quite nicely. We've now got our port here. Not enough fuel for refueling. Set the limit to that. Now, so now we've got to the point where we got to sort out the fuel situation here. Right, we need to build, make sure this is set up. We need to build. We've got to build all that before we can bring the line in here. Do you have power? Double check, just make sure. Of course, there's another way we can check the power by coming in here. Yeah, we've got green power to all this area here. So we've now got this area set up. We just need to set in the fuel side, and that means the port. Now that means that I can now start thinking about this area, and I've got a bit of an idea because we need a workforce out here to provide some cover, and we also need power, and the power will come in from there over, well, it's this planet. Let me just see. We've got a power takeoff here, which I put in. It means we've got to come across these mountains here, and we're going to have to put in, I think we'll just put, just to keep it simple, put all-way high switch, say about here, so that we can split in 4 directions. So if I put this here, okay, we're gonna have to see if we can find a go green, please. Okay, we got right, we're gonna have to come in a little bit further than I was hoping, but maybe that's not such a bad thing. Right, we've got a line there. Right. And of course we're going to have to go the full 18 megawatts here. Great if I could do this in one go, but I doubt it. Actually, let's just go the other way, because we've got to get across this river. You may want to go that way, so we'll come off of this one. and then no, oh, no. That connected. Hopefully this is going to be connected. I think we can get into there in one go. Right. Accept that. Just want to make sure this is all connected up. That's highlighting across the river. And that's highlighting to about there, which is going into there. Right. Get the crews working on that. And that will bring the power into here. Oops, thank you, game. I think we're put in a road's going to be a bit tricky because it's going to come off like that. Right, connect that road up there. That will give us the power supply into here. This road is now built. So the next thing we've got to do is plan our infrastructure here, because we got the pumping harbour there, the medium harbour there, and the aggregate part harbour there. I think that will be the subject of the next video. I think what we'll do, I'm kind of thinking a construction village thingy here. So I think what we'll do is we'll put in, need a small fire station, one that will give us plenty of cover. But at the same time, I want a decent number of engines. I think what we'll do is we'll put in the rural fire station here. Get the road crew working on that. Very long range, but the road crew doesn't really have anything else to do. Of course, we got our little village up here that needs to be planned as well. Okay, get back up north. How are we doing up here? We got any workers? Come on. I don't think we've got any. We're gonna have another go at putting some fire trucks into here. Speed over distance for a couple of 6s. 2 of those in there just for the moment. And we'll try again. How's this going? Getting there. It's just the concrete. Yeah, I think it's got 31 tons left, so we've had over 100 tons delivered. So that's working. How's the population here? Any problems? There's food and meats. Where's the store? I think it's just down to the fact that they're we're gonna bend you for the moment. I think we're gonna rename you. It's confusing me. You North Camp. Power. Just check over here again. Yep. We get rid of you. I know you've gone. This road is built. Good. Remove the road again. It's nice and well laid out. I'd like to finish this section. So put the through to there, and then we're that section there. Another fire. Where are we on fire? Oh, this is a bit serious. They'll be there. They'll be okay. Oh, now that could have been a bit of a disaster. I think what we're going to need is we got this oil loading, unloading. Actually, that's a loading, unloading. But no, that's just loading, picking up. So that's going to be no good. I think what I'd like is a distribution office in here so that we can get the fuel. Actually, I think we're going to have to import the fuel. So let me just see what have we got in the way of distribution offices up here. I've got a whole load of them. I don't think every one of them is in use at the moment. You're actually importing bitumen. That could be good. Buildings on fire. God, we're getting fires everywhere. That's residential and Highview. That should be okay. Yes, we've got a distribution office here, which is currently at the moment bringing in bitumen. So we can extend that to bring the fuel into here. And then I've got a gas station, a fuel distribution office here, which I think I've had to put you onto importing. Where are you getting your fuel? Yeah, from the customs shed. So what we could do is bring the fuel in to there and then work out what we need to do. This needs to be fuel. And what I'm actually, one thing in what we could do to get this thing going, making a bit of money and doing a bit of experimentation. If I put in a distribution office here, small one, we're only going to need about 4 trucks. So if say I put a distribution office, now I want to keep this area clear in case I need to put another power. Now we should be okay. Put you in there. Put the road crew on that. What I'm thinking is we can put some open holes in here, put the bricks in here, send the bricks to here. How many? Maybe just increase the, because what I'm thinking is we won't be able to send, or we might be able to get a ship up through here, the border, but I'm not sure if these puffers. I'll look at the ships here. Cargo ship. We've got a river ship here. That, I mean, that only covers 5 knots. 136 tons of bricks. Oh, looks like the puffers have gone. Oh, that's a shame. What I'm thinking is that while we're building up over there, we could export some bricks to the border using a ship just to get that up and running. And then of course we got this whole gravel set up here as well. How many jobs have you got? I mean, you guys have got quite a lot set up. So, and of course eventually we could start exporting the surplus steel as well, but I probably would like to do that by train if possible, because I don't think we're going to get up here. we could give it a go. I mean, that bridge is high enough. It's these two bridges, whether they're high enough for a small ship. I must admit, I've never really tested the height of the bridges, but we can give it a go when the time comes, so we can see that. This is being built in. Let's say in the next part, we'll plan the labour camp here. Start putting together some stuff in this area, but we will need this fire engine station going. So we're going to have to build the labour camp here. And we're not talking about a massive. In fact, the labour camp will probably be even smaller. The only problem is we're going to need to think about the water supply. I think. Well, we can always bring out. Actually, that's true. If I got a spare, who do we do flicker? Construction office. We got any free ones? Yeah, we got a free one. You know, I think it's time to put free one in like that, and then turn off the auto detect because I don't want you wandering around the map. And then I've got any old excavators hanging around which I'm not using at the moment. Have a look round. What we got here? Hard to tell what you actually are. That's an excavator. Probably that's a road crew. Just check. Don't think I've got some spare trucks in here. Open holes which we could use. All the excavators are out at there. We just go up and see what we've got up here. Right, this guy's actually reached the end of the rail track. That means this will be down to 2 jobs. We need you now working on that. Nearly to the border. We'll get there. What we'll have to do is, that means we're going to have to put a 3 gas station in. That could be useful anyway for vehicles. So back over here. Actually, we got quite a pile of cash. We got nearly 400,000. So what we could do is actually, what have we got for excavators here? Oh no! We're not going to buy any of those. Excavators. What's the fastest one here? 75 kilometers an hour. It's 31,000. Actually, let's give these a go. I've never built any of these, so 55. I mean, they're a lot faster than this. Is 60. Let's buy a couple of these. And I think what we will do is put in a free gas station over here as well. Get this up and running. Like that as well. And where's the gas station? Fuel delivery guys. I don't think you're doing vast amounts, are you? What that will do is get some fuel out here, which means that the trucks operating here won't have to wander around the map so much. So we'll put 100% fuel in there. And it means if the excavators do anything, and that would be the first step towards getting this area set up. So that would be good. And I'm aware that I'm starting to run out of time, so we're going to shift the focus back to here and see what we got. Right, we've rebuilt this. Got no workers out here yet, though. Right, we've built the bridge here, so what that should do is speed up the connection to here. What's the route? Let's just check the route here. Same as all dear. If we can get the workers into here now, but we've only got the one bus. And we got that. See, hopefully now. Again, this guy's coming from there. I think this bus is probably wasting his time, isn't he? These guys, because there's nobody in here really pick up. What are you doing? Okay, let me just rename this so I can work out what these things actually are. North Camp, wood and coal. So that you are actually I think what we will do is we're going to change you guys. You're just not working. So come in here. Cancel. Let's name these bus stops. Right, you've got a big pile of workers on here, but that doesn't mean anything. Right. Let's name you North Camp. What should we call you? Call you main pick. Call you the main pickup. Eventually, you will become. No, I think I put. We'll call you North Camp Power Pick. Because once we got the population in here, what we can do is start to get the thing in here. This being built. Or get the monument built. You need to get the company. So we've got that running there now. I think begin with what we will do is put you onto here. It's all very much the North Camp bus stop. Coal, okay. Game annoys me like this. I want you on there. I don't want to that main North Camp main pick. We got to get the people out of here. Then we can put the minibuses back onto this route. In fact, if I can find the minibuses, that didn't really work. So what we'll do is rename you North Camp Water Drop there. Pick you up. We're going to put you back on. Put you onto there. Remove you. So North Camp main pick, you can go there. Drop off there. Oops, thank you, game. That should get this working. I think the other thing I will do with relation to this is we'll put a proper water distribution terminal in here and the sewage termination, so that what we can do is we can send the water out to these areas. No workers out here, but that's okay. As long as we got some workers over here, we're okay. What you... got a road round there. We got a road round there. I think what I'm gonna... next thing we're going to do, we're going to asphalt in that there. Get the guys, get the boys on that, because I don't think you've got any work anyway to do. Yeah, you've only got the one job. This way, the road crew's working well. If nothing else. So we've now got that connected to there. This is connected. Just tidy up this area. Out all this lot here. Out that, these bits of road. Well, come up, get rid of this footpath, and we've got a kind of connection around there. I think what we will do is just put a very quick bypass to there, and we're just asphalt in that little bit of road there as well. Guys on this. Then we can start working down this section of road here, because it's not very busy at the moment, but it'll be okay. This is nearly finished. No bricks. Can't remember what the workforce in here is, but there's a chance that we get this workforce all done into here, this finished, we can possibly move the majority of the people out of this area. We've only got one camp there, one there, so we've only got about 300 people, 400 people left in here. Probably leave that camp going. Trouble is as I wind the camp down, go fire again, fire. Okay, I think the game wants us back here. We'll be okay. This being built through to there. We've got the bricks there. Electricity problem. Where's that? Back up here. Yeah, we may have to run, put a terminal here from the power station. Get that working. We got this substation here, which is supporting that. These guys are building this. Bus arriving. Buildings without a power supply. What's up with this? No power. This is the problem. We can't get a consistent workforce in here. Right, we're getting people up here now, so I think we can buy the necessary trucks now. Capacity over speed. What's the capacity? Right, the open hole here, we're going to get 1, 2, 3 of those. And of course, when this burnt down, we also lost all the fuel as well. It's a pain in the neck, so we have to... where's my fuel depot? Fuel guys, there they are. Get you into there. Probably could do with actually a what we call it up here, a gas station. And that could be useful as well because we've got trucks coming up here and buses. We also got this area here. Right, we are getting people into here. Oh, wait. That is a bit unfortunate. Can't have people working in here. Reduce you down to about 10. Certainly don't want 60 in here at the moment. That's shut down. That's good. That's 5, but well, he had a little bit of fuel left over, so he was doing okay. Yeah, we definitely need a gas station up here. We'll just put a small one in. Don't need a major one here. Gas station. I think I've got it on my. Nope. Okay. Gas station. Looking for a little farming one. Put you in there. Kind of push it back a little bit just in case a queue forms. And you, right, you've already picked it up. You build that. Right, we've got some fire crews working in here. Starting to get a little bit of wood. About drinking water. Going to definitely need to solve the drinking water. The trouble is, if we put drinking water in, we're going to get we're going to have to get sewage to pick up then. The other thing I'm also thinking about, guys, is building this road out here, coming here, and we're going to put a bridge over here to get the oil in this area. But again, that will be something for the next part. Because if we can get a fuel system working here, but what we'll have to do is open this road up, possibly come down to here and build a bridge over there. Actually run out of time on this video, so this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. What I will say, guys, is like I said at the beginning, 3 Division's got a problem. Feel free to try and support the devs as much as possible and continue to promote this game, because it is probably by far one of the best city builders I've played, well, ever, I think, to be honest. So until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.